All right, what's going on YouTube? So welcome back to another video. In today's video, what we're going over today is my top 10 loadouts for season 3 of Warzone. I'm going to go through all of my loadouts, each and every one of them, and I'm going to show you the guns that I'm using, the perks that I'm using, the attachments, the lethals, everything. I'm going to go over all of my classes, and we're going to be showing you what I believe to be the meta guns, the best guns to use in Warzone and Rebirth Island. And if you didn't know, with the drop of the season 3 update, they made a ton of changes to a lot of weapons, and they also made a lot of changes to a lot of attachments, especially on the Cold War side of Warzone. So with this video, we're going to go through all of it. I'm going to show you everything that I am using currently. All right, so starting out for our first loadout number 1, as you can see, the meta. In my opinion, these are the two best guns in the game to use right now. These guns both, they just feel good for me. The Bullfrog and the AMAX are the two guns, and the AMAX has been king for quite a while now, and Activision actually just announced today that they plan on nerfing the AMAX in a future update, which I'm big sad about because the AMAX has been my favorite AR in the game for a long time. If you want to know, these are the attachments that I'm running on my AMAX. This is a long-range AMAX loadout. So we got the monolithic suppressor, the Zodiac barrel, commando foregrip, 45 round mag, and the VLK. Now going over to the SMG, I'm running the Bullfrog, and in my opinion, I think that the Bullfrog is by far the best SMG to use in the game. These are the attachments that I was running: the Gru suppressor, task force barrel, 65 round mag, serpent wrap, and the KGB skeletal stock. The Bullfrog absolutely slaps, and if you haven't used the Bullfrog out, you've got to give it a try. Here are the perks that I'm using. I'm running quick fix, overkill, and amped. For all my overkill classes, these perks really don't change. Sometimes I'll switch out quick fix for double time, but other than that, I don't really switch out my perks a whole lot. And for my first couple loadouts for the lethal, I run throwing knives because, yes, I am that thirsty mofo who, as soon as I down you, I throwing knife you in the face. I am sorry if I did that to you in game. And I run stun grenades on every single one of my classes. If you go through, I have stuns on all of my classes just because I think that they are way more beneficial than heartbeat sensors. If you don't feel that way, you can definitely run heartbeat sensors. They are still very good, but in my opinion, stun grenades are the better option. Over the second loadout number 2, we got Krig cracked. As you know, or if you don't know, the Krig got a pretty significant buff with the drop of season 3, and the Krig is absolutely nasty now. These are the attachments that I was running on the Krig. I got the agency suppressor, the SFOD speed grip, 45 round mag, 2x optic, and the Raider stock. The Krig is a great long range gun. I'm not exactly sure the buffs that it did get. I believe that it got a damage buff and it got a bullet velocity buff or something like that. Don't exactly remember, but the Krig is actually pretty crazy right now. So if you haven't given the Krig out a try, use this loadout. Let me know how you like it. And I'm pairing the Cold War MP5 with the Krig. The Cold War MP5 is also an amazing SMG in the game right now. It is definitely part of the meta. These are the attachments that I was running. I was running the agency suppressor, task force barrel, SFOD speed grip, 50 round drum mag. Make sure it's the drum mag and not the fast mag, because the fast mag hurts ADS speed pretty significantly. And I was running the no stock on it as well. And of course, the perks are the same: quick fix, overkill, amped. Won't be going over that each and every time, and throwing knives and stuns, of course. So moving to a third loadout, we have the AK and the LC10. Now, these two guns also could be the best guns in the game right now. The AK is actually kind of crazy. If you didn't check out the video that I uploaded yesterday or 2 days ago, uploaded a video on the AK. The AK is absolutely nutty right now. These are the attachments that I was running. This AK build is actually more of a long-range AK build, so I'm running the Spetsnaz RPK barrel, the Spetsnaz speed grip, the 60-round mag, the Microflex LED, and the KGB skeletal stock. I don't really enjoy the iron sights for the AK, especially for long range, but if you are accurate with the iron sights, you can take off the Microflex LED and put on either the serpent wrap, or you can put on a laser. I'd probably suggest the ember sighting point if you're going for a range for the AK. But yeah, that's the loadout I use for the long range AK. And for the LC10, the LC10 is absolutely crazy. Probably one of my favorite guns in the game right now. I don't know if it's exactly my favorite. It's just the feeling of the gun. You know how a gun just feels like, it? That's the LC10 for me. The LC10 just feels it. So these are the attachments that I was running: agency suppressor, SFOD speed grip, standard 50 round mag, 55 round mag, serpent wrap, SAS combat stock. So yeah, give that build out a try if you haven't used that yet. Same perks, same lethal and tactical, stun grenades and throwing knives. So moving on to our fourth loadout. This one holds this one holds a special place in my heart. So I named this one Please Be Meta because I want the RAM. I want the RAM to be meta so bad. The RAM is so much fun to use. I love using the gun, and it's actually really, really good too. So these are the attachments that I was running: monolithic suppressor, FSS Ranger barrel, commando foregrip, 50 round mag, and the VLK. This is an absolute long range beamer gun. This gun's crazy good. And of course the MAC-10. The MAC-10 is one of those guns that does just feel really, really good to use. This build is actually a speed build. So with this MAC-10, you can actually run faster than the Warzone train. If you're running this MAC-10, it's kind of crazy. The movement speed that you get with this MAC-10 is just nutty. So I was running the agency suppressor, the Tiger Team Spotlight, the patrol grip, the 53 round drum, and the Raider stock. Give this MAC-10 build out a try. It's a little bit different than the usual build, and yeah, you are running around the map like the Flash whenever you got this MAC-10 out. Same perks, same lethals and tacticals, of course. Moving on to our fifth loadout, I named this one Blue Beamer, mainly just because I have two blueprints that shoot blue laser beams. I don't know either, don't ask questions. The XM4. The XM4 is actually extremely good right now, and I don't ever see anyone using it, and I'm not sure why, because this gun, it is an absolute laser beam, and pretty decent damage, pretty high fire rate for an AR. This is the attachments that I was running: agency suppressor, SFOD speed grip, 60 round mag, microflex LED, and the Raider pad. If you haven't given the XM4 out a try, you've got to give this build out a try. It's kind of nutty, and of course it's got a tracer pack, which always makes it good. And I paired that with the Bullfrog. These tracer packs is actually, it's a full bundle, and they both shoot blue lasers, which is cool, make you feel like you're in Star Wars. The Bullfrog loadout is the same one but from before: groove suppressor, task force, 65 round mag, serpent wrap, and the KGB skeletal stock. Amazing Bullfrog class, super good SMG, definitely give it out a try. I'm actually running Semtexes on this class. Not sure why, I just felt like running Semtexes, so yeah, got Semtexes on that. For the sixth class, now we're getting into some different style classes. I call this one aggro snipe because it's the Kar98, and as you all know, the Kar98 is not really a sniper rifle. It kind of feels like a shotgun if it's in the right hands. But yeah, here's the attachments that I have on my Kar98. I plan on making a Kar98 video here soon, specifically because I actually don't have a gameplay up on the Kar98, but I feel like I have a pretty decent shot with snipers, so I'm going to try and get a gameplay with that and get that up for you guys so you can enjoy it. These are the attachments that I run on my Kar98. I run a monolithic suppressor, the 27.6 inch barrel, tac laser, sniper scope, and the sport comb. A lot of people like to run the stippled grip tape. In my opinion, I don't think that either one of them make you ADS faster. With the speed grip, you get sprint to fire speed, but I've heard that doesn't really matter on sniper rifles. I don't know. So I just run the stock. I think it looks kind of cool. So, but if you really want to, you can run stippled grip tape. You're probably not going to see much of a difference. And also with the reticle, I actually keep the default reticle. A lot of people like to use either the pinpoint reticle or the cover shot reticle, but for some reason, the default reticle with the triangle, it just seems to be the best for me. I feel to be the most accurate with it, so that's what I run. And pairing with the Kar98, I'm using the Psykov. Not the akimbo Psychov, but a single Psychov. The Psychov did get nerfed already, which was good because whenever the Psychovs first got introduced, they were absolutely busted. But this is the attachments that I'm running on my Psychov currently. Monolithic suppressor, the 144 millimeter auto barrel to make it fully automatic. 5 milliwatt laser, 80 round drum, and the Priz rack rear grip. This Psychop build is still really good, even though the Psychop did get nerfed. It's still pretty decent if you're using it on single. And with my Kar 98, I run restock just because, like I said, this is an aggro sniping class. So I put double time, restock, and amped on it. Restock mainly for the stun grenades and the Semtexes. It's just really good whenever you're playing aggro, and of course double time for even more aggression whenever I'm pushing people with my Kar 98. Loadout after that is long range. This is the best long range sniper in my opinion, the Tundra. The Tundra has the best bullet velocity out of all the snipers, and if you're accurate, this gun you can shoot someone from across the map with it, and it's a pretty good sniper. So if you are good at long range sniping, this is the loadout to use. I'm using the wrapped suppressor, the combat recon barrel for that bullet velocity, patrol grip just for extra movement speed because the Tundra is kind of slow when you have it out, serpent wrap for the ADS speed, and the marathon stock for the sprint to fire speed. And now the secondary that I'm running for this is actually not the Psychov, which in my opinion, these are the best pistols in the game, bar none. And these are the attachments that I'm running on the M19. This is the M19 using the monolithic suppressor, the 5 milliwatt laser, lightweight trigger, 32 round mag, and the akimbo. These guns, the time to kill on them are just absolutely nutty. I definitely plan on making a video on these here soon on Rebirth Island because a lot of people don't know about these guns and I don't really run into them a whole lot, but trust me, you've got to throw these guns on your ghost loadout or your restock loadout because these pistols are just fire. Perks, double time, restock, and tracker for double time to run faster, restocks for the stun grenades and lethals, and tracker, not really sure why, could use amped. I'm actually going to switch that to amped right now. So moving on to the 8th loadout, Kilo a Coke is the Kilo is a weird weapon because I still think that the Kilo, it feels really good, and I still don't really think that the Kilo got nerfed. At least it doesn't feel like it because this Kilo still like absolutely destroys people at long range. Has no recoil, pretty decent damage, pretty decent fire rate, pretty decent gun overall. Like the Kilo is like the M4. It's just, I feel like the Kilo is just going to always be a viable option. But these are the attachments that I run on my Kilo: monolithic suppressor, the Prowler barrel, commando foregrip, 60 round mag, and the VLK optic. And I paired the MP5 with the Kilo just because the MP5 is a great SMG, feels good, amazing SMG. The attachments are the same as before, so if you need the attachments, just go back to the other class and get the attachments. Perks, same perks that I was running on my other overkill classes: double time, overkill amped, throwing knife, and stun grenades. Yeah, if you haven't used the Kilo since it got nerfed, go back and give the Kilo a try because it still fries. And yeah, I'm not really sure why people don't use it. Moving on to the 9th loadout, I named this one double AR meta because it feels like the past couple seasons have been a double AR meta, and honestly, I kind of hate the double AR meta because you just burn through ammo like crazy. Running the Cold War AK-47 and the Modern Warfare PKM. This AK-47 is a SMG-like AK-47. This is the setup that I was running in my AK video from the other day. If you didn't catch that, these are the attachments that I was running: the GRU suppressor, the ultralight barrel, Spetsnaz speed grip, and the 60 round mag, and the KGB skeletal stock. Absolutely dominant. This AK is super good up close, and if you haven't tried it out, you've definitely got to give it a try. And the PKM is one of those guns that is near and dear to my heart, just because I, in my opinion, definitely think this is the best LMG in the game, hands down. Stoner doesn't compare, Bruin doesn't compare, nothing compares in my opinion. The PKM is just it for me. This is the loadout that I run whenever I rock the PKM: monolithic suppressor, the heavy barrel instead of the extended barrel. It does say that you get recoil control with the extended barrel, but the recoil is pretty easy to control, so I run the heavy barrel just to get some of that movement speed back. Snatch grip, tac laser, and the VLK. This is a long range monster. If you're running around with this thing in Verdansk and someone is 50 meters and away from you and you have that gun in your hands, they're probably dead. Same perks, double time overkill, amped, throwing knife and stun grenades. I'm probably gonna throw Semtexes on this class just because, just throw in a little bit of variety. So for our final loadout, the loadout number 10, I named Sneaky Boy because this is my ghost class, and I put it last for a reason, because whenever you go to open up a loadout drop, it starts out on your first class, and if you are getting your loadout for the first time and you just want to pick your first class, all you have to do is open your loadout, instantly tap X if you're on controller, pick up your guns, it's all good to go. And once you get to your second loadout to grab Ghost, you don't have to, like, you know, sit there and scroll through your classes and try and hit your Ghost class, because if you need to grab that loadout immediately and get to cover or whatever, it's pretty crucial to be quick in a loadout and grab it quickly. So I put it last because it round robins. If you open your second loadout, you can just press up once and it round robins to your 10th loadout, so that's why it's on the bottom. It's a riot shield class just because mainly everyone just uses this class for Ghost. You don't really use the weapons too much, so I just run the riot shield. In case I run into a hacker, you never know these days, because, you know, Activision doesn't really do anything about the hacking problem. Run a riot shield in case there's a hacker in the lobby and I need to toy with them and try and kill them. That's what I run. And of course the M19 pistols, just because these pistols are crazy good. And I run quick fix. Actually, this is a class that I run quick fix on. The Ghost, of course, and amped, and throwing knives and stun grenades. So there you have it. These are the loadouts that I use. I believe that these guns are the absolute top tier in Warzone right now. If you use any one of these classes, I promise you will do pretty decent if you are a pretty decent player. In my opinion, the first loadout, the AMAX and the Bullfrog, two best guns to use. If you don't know what to use, go with the AMAX and the Bullfrog. These are the loadouts that I was using. Again, if you need them, take a screenshot. Yeah, these two guns just absolutely fry. I think it's the best guns in the game, but we'll see once Activision nerfs the AMAX, because they did say that they are going to nerf the AMAX, so we'll see how the meta shifts after that. So if you liked today's video, please drop a like on the video. Helps out the channel a ton. And also hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my future videos. Plan on making a lot more content for you guys. I'm having a lot of fun with YouTube right now, and all you guys' support, it really means a lot to me. So without further ado, love you guys. Peace. You guys have a great day.